championship game. Basketball here, there's a steal. Theodore Phillips to the rim, slams it home. From the slot, and Rickles ends it in overtime.
Is back, the head up the bounce, and he is spinning, and he's stopped at the goal line. Centennial wins it.
Welcome in, everyone. Thrilled to bring you Season 18, Episode 11, Sports Den. I'm Blake Whaley alongside J.W. Cox. We're here.
Yeah, hard to believe. 11 episodes already just this
I
fall.
know. Yeah,
It's
definitely.
been fun. Hasn't necessarily felt like fall, though, today. I
Yeah.
mean, breaking out the sun again.
I know, right? I finally am like, should I put sunscreen on? I don't know.
Heating up right as we've gotten things to heat up when it comes to our fall sports, with football hitting the midpoint of the season, looking like they're still going to have games on the back end, which is fun for those kids. And volleyball, same thing as we wrapped up soccer. But first, Blythe, we got to start with football, right? And this week was the big week. The rivalry, Bengals and Cougars. Welcome to the rivalry on Halloween Eve. Oh yeah, all sorts of chills and thrills. Bengals trying to make it 2 in a row. Cougars trying to get back in the win column. Tyler Schuster on a third down, first possession. Third play from scrimmage. Out of the way, Junior goes all the way 67 yards down the sideline for the score. Schuster, he's having a great season with the arm there, showing off the legs. And the Bengals get out to a 7-0 lead. They weren't done, still first quarter. Schuster, Max Stepanek, right on the money. Penny, for your thoughts there, Max? Yeah, he's fired up. 2-score lead for the Bengals. Schlungen, Josh Schlungen, from 10 yards out, makes his way through and scores. Talk about a whale of a season, whale of a game for him. He was headed over 100 yards. It's 21-0 Bengals. More Schlungen. Only the penitent shall pass as he gets the pads low and goes into the end zone. 6 more for the Bengals. They're up 4 scores. It's the second quarter, and they're up 28-0. Cougars trying to get something. Ooh, they catch the Bengals monologuing a little bit as they roll over on that big lead. Fling it down, 38 yards. Isaiah Ward, Mason Lindsay. First time those two hook up for a touchdown pass on the season. Cougars feeling good on the board. Headed to the half, still down 21 points. Punt filled first. Tyler Schuster, they end a drive of yours on the punt. You end one of theirs, a little shove to the face and stick it in the end zone. Schuster puts them up 4 scores again. Cougars trying to get something late. Fumble. Defense with the takeaway in that fourth quarter. Just putting their stamp on this game at 35-7. Yeah, they knew it. I became off. They knew it was going the other way. A little late life for the offense. Sam Petrozewski comes in, finds Ben Lee from 10 yards out for the score. The Cougars get their second touchdown, but just minutes to go in the game. Preston Myers off the block, 73 yards for the score. Roll credits, movie over. Bengals get the big win, 42-13, out there looking like a league of extraordinary Bengals as they win it big time over their rivals. They had lost the year before. Bengals, another big time victory, 12th time in the last 19 meetings. You look at the numbers and it just tells the story as the Bengals pile up 388 on the ground, 465 of total offense, and Tyler Schuster accurate through the air for 77 yards and that touchdown. He puts up 114 on the ground. Schlungen carries the load, 188. Elijah Ward just 38 yards through the air, did throw that touchdown. Mason Lindsay, 2 receptions. And we don't have that many rushing yard statistics to tell you. 122, you know, it was a bad night for the Cougars on offense. And defense, just not enough tackling against that Bengal front. 42-13, the final in rivalry week. Bengals, well, they've got the bragging rights for a year.
But we keep the football rolling, and this SLP showdown starts with Payne, and he certainly brought the pain here in the early moments of this game. 2 first quarter touchdowns coming from Payne, that one for 15 yards. The excitement continues, but Spring Lake Park able to get the interception is Toomey with some good yardage too for his team. This next one coming from Dvorak, trying to get out of the end zone. He's able to find the sideline without getting tackled. But Litke, wanting some action of his own, he finds his way to the end zone to help Spring Lake Park continue to surge ahead. But Dvorak, with 10 seconds left, able to find Walsh in the end zone, pulling this one out of the air to get their first points on the board. Look at this one, the handoff, Payne to Litke. He's gonna go all the way, 85 yards. Litke certainly getting his workout in for the day. Spring Lake Park off to a tremendous start, but Litke having a lot to do with it. Getting another chance, a push here, just 1 yard, but gets some more points on the board for his team. Continues in the fourth quarter. Keep your eyes on Litke. He goes again for a touchdown. His name certainly used a lot here in this game. But Ricker doesn't want to go without some stats here tonight. Dancing his way, slaying past those defenders, ending in a 49-6. Spring Lake Park gets to be the better of the two SLPs. But we see these rushing yards coming from Spring Lake Park, 282 rushing yards versus the Orioles 22. It just shows how much run game they really do have. But again, I mean, those passing yards, St. Louis Park actually brought them. I mean, 137 for them compared to those passing yardage of the Panthers. But again, I mean, Spring Lake Park dominating in this one.
Yeah, they just don't leave you a lot of room or a lot of possessions there, even if you are rolling with the offense. And in the Suburban Blue, they're 2-0 in Suburban Blue play, tied with Armstrong are the Panthers. That only loss was that opening week quick turnaround game where they found out on Friday morning that they, or rather Thursday night, that they were playing Becker the next night, and they lost that one. But that's the only blemish for Spring Lake Park. Blaine 3-1, so they're right there in the Metro North. Champlain Park unbeaten with one less game played in Metro North play. Centennial sitting at 1-3. They're looking for a big bounce back coming up this week. Fun football, certainly, and that's what we got ahead, Blythe.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get to see Blaine taking on Osseo here on the 6th, and then they'll go to Anoka on the 11th. Centennial getting to take on STMA at 7 p.m. on the 6th and Osseo on the 11th. So having two away games for Centennial, but Spring Lake Park going to be away on the 6th and taking on Hopkins in the 14th. They're away as well. So
yeah,
our teams are on the road a lot here the next couple.
Tough road schedule. St. Michael Albertville is going to be tough on Friday for Centennial with a bit of a fill-in game. So that'll be interesting to see how the Cougars can handle the Knights. Their defense has been very good at times, and obviously the Bengals changed that script a little bit on Friday night. It's not just football though, Blythe.
It's true.
We've also been in the gym with volleyball, and we will get to that on the other side of our first break. Plenty of football fun, plenty of volleyball fun as we'll go back inside the gym after this on Sports Fan. Stick around.
And we are back. I mean, we mentioned it before we left for break. Back for some volleyball action, but JW, I want to get ready and set this one to you.
Coming back to me for Bengals and Orioles, how we get the volleyball coverage started. That was an excellent set. I hope I didn't mess that one up. Blaine Bengals facing the specter of the Osseo Orioles at home in the first, early in the middle. Zoe Smith, thunderball down to the back line for the kill, gets it done. Bengals continue to dominate in that first set. Back set, Brunette. Evelyn Thormusgaard, she's got a license to get that kill, and the Bengals cruise their way in the first set. Trying to make it 2 in a row at home. Light touch, though, for the Osseo Orioles. Kept them in it. Kept things tight and tense really until about the midway point of all 3 sets, and then the Bengals would take some control. Block up front. 0-0 block right there for Smith and Thormusgaard to get it done. Block again, though. This time the Osseo Orioles able to return it. What do you want her to do? Kill it again? It's Evelyn Thormusgaard again, and she sends it to the back corner for that kill. Osseo trying to get right back in it again and keep pace, and they had some good moments. This one of them there, able to send it down to the back row, but just not enough. Bengals just kept coming back in this game, and Zoe Smith was a big-time part of it, finding forests of floor right there on the far side, able to get another kill. Big game for her up front right in the middle. Going to the third, right in the middle. Block for Thormesgaard and Jillian Hansen. Early sets, the Bengals were shaken but never stirred to worry against the Osseo Orioles. 25-13, 25-19 twice.
And we head on over for the Elks to take on the Panthers. Here, this one starts. Christensen getting that dig. Mortensen sends it over to Hoiby for the kill. The Panthers starting off strong. This one continues as the Elks send this one over. But this long rally, we get to see which team is able to come up with it, but doesn't tip off of her. It goes out of bounds, and the Elks will get that point, getting to win that first set. Going into the second set, they continue tapping this one over. The Panthers, with that quick push, keeps the Elks off guard, getting that one. Continuing in the second set, bam, Panthers finding the floor yet again. They get to win the second set 25-21. Here in the third, Mortensen sends this one wide, but the Elks able to recover, keeping this one going. But as you continue to see the Panthers working together, here comes Albers finding that floor again. Panthers pushing on up, looking to find that third set win as they did here in the fourth. This one out of bounds. But as the Elks continue to push this one around, they come for the kill and they get it. In the fourth set there, we're seeing the Elks gonna win this one 25-21 with this shot. And that will continue to be how the Elks see this one rolling. Fifth set, who's gonna win this one? Albers sends the serve long, and the Elks come away with the 3-2 win.
Tough one there for the Panthers. They're 1-6. In the last week, they've had 2 matches go to 5 sets, and they lost both of them. Bengals and Cougars are both 4-3 in that sticky Northwest Suburban Conference, where Maple Grove is 7-0, and then you got Andover and Champlain Park right there at 6-1.
Taking a look at the schedules, our teams, again, a lot of times on the road in these next few games. Blaine will take on Coon Rapids tonight, and Andover here later this week. Centennial at Anoka, and then gonna go to Tino Grace, and then Spring Lake Park taking on Park Center. They're at home, so that's exciting. But first, they gotta take on Champlain Park on the road.
Yeah, that'll be tough. They've got Champlain Park and Maple Grove for the Panthers. I mentioned that tough luck they've had in 5th sets lately. And I did that game, Osseo and Blaine, with former Blaine head coach Celeste Gorman. She had such good things to say about Joy Johnson, who's the head coach for the Spring Lake Park Panthers. Those are tough losses for that team that's fighting hard and battling hard, certainly with a couple of good seniors there. I think they'll come away with a big win. Don't be surprised if they get a big win sometime down the stretch for that Panther team. There were big wins for Cougar soccer, Blythe, all throughout the season, and they're kind of leading the way as we've got some award winners to announce that have been announced over this week for girls soccer and boys soccer too.
Yeah, certainly an exciting North Metro victory, I would say. Getting to see Kaya Harper get Miss Soccer here for Centennial.
So well deserved. We've watched Kaya Harper the last few years for Centennial. Obviously, she did great things before that, before even coming to the school, but a tremendous honor for her. First team All-State Miss Soccer. Kendall Stadden, she's just a sophomore. Could be another Miss Soccer down the line. You never know. All-State rather. First team for Stadden as well. Lauren Ollis gets second team. Mary Fetter for Spring Lake Park, who've got some big wins throughout the year. All-State second team. On the boys' side, Jesus Galvin Garcia, second team for the Cougars. That's a guy who the last couple of years has kind of made that defense go for the Cougars, a big part of their 3 straight section titles. Melvin Keita for the Blaine Bengals, one of their captains, All-State second team. And then Eric Peterson, you get an assistant coach of the year. How about that? Getting the help there for Barry Aerosmith, who did also, by the way, announce his retirement from the Blaine Bengals as well. So Eric Peterson gets the win as assistant coach there. Congrats to all of our teams that made it through the season and those award winners as well. I know that's always big for the high school athletes, whether it's first team, second team, or kind of all the way up there with Miss Soccer. That's always fun to get that recognition.
Yeah, and I mean, not a surprise to see Centennial having quite a few of those. We've gotten to see some wonderful games by them here throughout the season, so credit to those players that helped them along the way.
A little bit of pause in the coverage this week until Friday Night Football, but we still got plenty of games coming up. That Friday night game is Osseo at Blaine. Hoping to have some footage at St. Michael, Albertville, and Centennial, but keep an eye on our North Metro TV schedule for that. If we get some of that live to you as well, we'll at least have some footage somehow. Volleyball, 3 straight after that. Blaine at Centennial, so rivalry on the hardwood there, and then volleyball Totino Grace at Blaine and Elk River at Blaine. So some teams we've seen before with the Elks, and then of course the Cougars and Bengals getting involved. NorthMetroTV.com for not only the full schedule, but also how you can watch those games, whether it's on the channel or whether it is, or always through our various digital platforms as well. Should be fun, all that volleyball too, but looking forward to another Blaine Bengal football game. They seem to be rolling right now.
Yeah, certainly. It's always fun to see the Panthers when they're in their element and they're got everything grooving, and you know, all of our teams.
Yeah,
certainly.
They'll have a tough one too as they go to Hopkins, so that will be fun as they try to make it 4 in a row. Follow us, North Metro TV, on social media. Blythe and I as well. We're on there too. We'll let you know where we're getting out for the coverage too. That's about it. That's all we got. We got a fun week coming up, and we'll be back next week. 2 of us, right? You're back on the desk with me next week. Oh,
so,
absolutely.
I already voted.
She did.
But I encourage you also
Absolutely.
to vote.
I'll be there tomorrow, right in line, ready to go, and yeah, exercise the right to vote. Always crucial. So, until next week, go out and support your teams as well after you vote. Go Bengals.
Go Cougars.
And go Panthers. Good night.